In all of the business of life, the to-do lists, the craze of social media, everyone's posting about everything. Do you want to know how you can genuinely stand out and make a difference, especially set yourself apart in business? Well, in this episode of the Brand Boost, we're going to talk about 3 ways to genuinely stand out on social media. Number 1, you have to be original. If you look at the top producers of any industry and any business, it's usually the leaders at the top, and everyone else is doing some variation of copying the people that are at the top. You have to find your own voice, you have to find how are you going to be different, and you have to follow that. A lot of times that means going against the tide, doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. The main thing is that you know why you are doing something. If you're going on social media and making TikToks and videos that look identical to everyone else, that's fine if you would at least know why you're doing it and why it works. But if you start doing things on social media just for the sake of copying and being like everyone else to not miss out, you will eventually have to make a decision of, is this really what I want to do? A lot of people can see the difference between a genuine person and a person that's trying to be like the person they're copying. The question actually then becomes, well then how can I be original? How can I be different? When it comes to real estate, a lot of times it could be as simple as, well, what are people actually wanting to hear? What are the challenges they are facing? How can I address those challenges and be original in my approach? For example, you could call your past clients, you could look through your past emails and see what kind of problems did my clients face? What kind of things are they thinking about right now? And how can I produce value? How can I give them something that would answer that? And the person that can bring the best value, the most appropriate answer to the deepest questions of your clients are the people that they're probably going to end up working with. Number 2, you have to be consistent if you want to set yourself apart, if you want to stand out. There's a term that says the best known is better than the best. And that's because if you are the best but nobody knows about you, it's really hard to work with you. As a realtor, you will have to find a way to be consistent. Be consistent so that people don't forget about you. There's a line between being consistent and not overdoing it and being annoying. But if you are consistently being original, you're thinking of questions that people are actually wanting answers to, and you consistently provide that value, you're going to be setting yourself apart miles ahead of anyone else that's doing social media just because they see everyone else is doing it. You have to find a way to be consistent. Why is consistency so important? When it comes to social media and producing content, a lot of people think, well, I just need that really good idea, the video that's going to make me go viral. And there's nothing wrong with going viral, but let's think about it this way. If you make one video that 1,000 people see locally, or maybe tens of thousands of people see it locally, that's a really good video. But if you only do it once, it's not going to do you much good. It would be much more beneficial if you were to create 10 videos over the course of a month that all got 100 views, so that 100 people consistently saw you over the course of a month. That's a lot more valuable than 10,000 people seeing you one time. If you get a lot less views, produce content that's just simply valuable over a longer period of time, consistently, that will produce much more compounding, revolving results than just sporadically creating something that's exciting every once in a while. You will be more memorable that way. The third point, last but not least, you have to have a strategic and unified message. If someone goes on your Instagram and your Facebook, and then they also get communication from email, and all 3 platforms have different messaging, different ideas of what you're trying to convey to people, people will get confused, they'll get disoriented, and they won't have a clear understanding of who you are as a business. You have to have a unified message across all platforms, all forms of communication, because over the period of a year or 2, as people interact with your business, every interaction is a small building block that's going to build part of the picture of who they understand you as the business. And so if you have disorienting, misaligned views and communications, you're building a really disproportionate, unrealistic view of who you are and probably inaccurate view of who your business is. Think about it this way. Whenever a client decides that they need to use a realtor, that moment, whoever shows up in their mind most vividly is going to be the winner. Your goal is to provide the most vivid understanding, the most accurate depiction of who you are as a business in a way that will convey value, that will resonate with your audience. Remember, make sure you have a unified message. Every single thing you put out, every word you say should be in alignment with who you are, and that who you are should be the best version, the most valuable asset that clients are looking for. You have to find out what that is, of course, but once you do, communicate it consistently in a genuine way. So to wrap it up, 3 very simple, often overlooked things. Make sure that you are original and you are genuine. Make sure you are consistent, and make sure you communicate a unified message. If you have any questions, if you want to dive deeper of how to dominate, how to leverage social media, how to leverage video to maximize your referrals and repeat business, reach out to myself or our team. We would be happy to help you at orangevisuals.com, and I'll see you at the other side.